Podel. Do you mind? You can turn on your live cam if you're comfortable with it.
Sandra, meanwhile, we are moving forward. Would you please share the new meeting minutes? I think you are sharing the Meshmate page. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
So yeah, I just found about the community and I am like interested. That's why I joined the meeting. I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to share.
No, that's fine. Whatever you're comfortable with initially, and then we get to know each other the longer you stay. Thank you for the intro, Prasansha. Let me know if I'm mispronouncing your name, please.
No,
and next we have, sorry?
No, nothing. I was just saying it's Prasansa. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, good. Deruval?
Yep, that's correct.
Last night it was in my room.
Do you mind sharing a quick intro about yourself? Or if you're not comfortable, you can write it in chat, or if you're having audio issues as well. So we move on. We don't have much time for the intros. We have Meet, and I'm pretty sure this is not the first time that you're on this call. I've seen you around.
Hi, yes, this is not my first call. I mean,
Go ahead. I'm sure there are people here who aren't as familiar with you as the rest of us are.
well, hi everyone. I'm Meet Jan and I'm currently in my second year and pursuing BC from Jaipur. And this is my first time in open source community. And my tech stack is Mern Stack and Java. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. We move on to Maunik Sakaria.
Hey guys, this is Monik and I'm a computer engineer. I'm working full-time as a technical analyst.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, Andrew. Moon. Am I the only one who can't hear Andrew?
I can
sorry,
also hear
I
him.
didn't realize
Yeah.
my mic was off.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm currently working full-time as a software engineer. I was kind of interested in both open source and cloud technology, so I decided to join this meeting. I'm looking forward to learn more.
Right place to be when you're, new and trying to figure things out. Welcome. Rahul Krishna.
Graduate in the community. I founded the records that are in insurance.
I think you're breaking up a little bit, Rahul.
Sorry, no, I have network issues on this.
Still can't hear you pretty well. Maybe you can drop your intro in the comments section just in case it's bandwidth issues. And welcome, just in case it's your first time. If not, great that you're here again. Shabham Pandey, and then we have Sherdi Bontu.
Yep, hi, I'm Sai Reddy. So I'm working as a full-time as a DevOps engineer for the last 2 years, and I'm good in Golang. So looking forward to learn and do a meaningful contribution.
Welcome to the community. Shabham Pandey. Okay, technical issues perhaps. Abhishek Kumar.
Yeah, hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Abhishek and I'm a final year undergrad student currently pursuing computer science from India. I was a past outreach intern as well. I worked on Kernel's YAP project. and I'm kind of interested in CNC projects and contributing to different ones in the past 2 years. And now I'm particularly interested in Layer 5 community. So looking forward to know some projects through which I can add some valuable contributions to it. So yeah.
Looking forward to your contributions. Congratulations on having been an outreach intern. Those aren't easy to acquire.
Thank
And
you so
welcome
much.
to the community.
Thanks.
Samuel Nwan Nwobi. Samuel Nwan Nwobi. Okay, we move on to Sanika Patil. Samuel, we still want to hear from you, so just drop your intro in the chat.
Yeah, so hello everyone, I'm Sanika Patil and I'm a fourth year undergrad from India. And I have started open source during my first year of my bachelor's, and I had done some open source contributions in various communities. I'm a part of GDSC. I was a GDSC lead for my campus, also GitHub Campus Experts for my campus, and currently looking forward to explore about new communities and came across Layer5. So I would surely want to do some major contributions on this. So looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing you take on a couple of issues and tasks. Yeah. Next on we have Narishma. Narishma. Okay. Drop your intro in the chat. I hope I covered everybody. I saw Sudanshu just dropped in. He's one of the community managers here. Do you want to say a quick hello, Sudanshu?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Sandra, for hosting. Hey, everyone. Myself, Sudhanshu, and I've been like community manager and former LFX intern in Meshri. And so, yeah, like if you have any questions or project related issues, doubts, feel free to reach out and Slack. And yeah, great to have you guys. Thanks, Sandra.
Awesome. I think we've covered everybody that could turn on their microphones. If not, please don't feel left out. You can always drop your intro in the chat and we'll engage. I think we can start on with the meaty, if you're not, a carnivore person, with the food portions of the newcomers meet. So should we take on should we start with the mash mates or UX UI? Who's after the intro? Vivek, are you still here?
Yes, sorry, like I was, yeah, so I'll just quickly share my screen.
Okay.
So hopefully like you all can now see my screen. So
Yes.
thank you for confirming. So like we'll be starting with the agenda item, and that is this this topics. So first we'll be talking about these topics, and then after we are done, we'll circle back to notes, and then in the end we'll also take there will be a Q&A session. So just to share it once again for those of you who have just joined, I'll share this meeting docs in chat. If you have not yet, please go and write your name in the attendees, so that way it will let us know that you were here. Yeah, so today's facilitators would be myself, so I will write, and then Sandra and Saurabh, and also Shraddhanshu. So yeah, so the first thing that is in the topics, yeah, so like I'm sure we didn't miss anyone's introduction, but if we did, please make sure you introduce yourself in the chat. So that was it. So like, is this call strictly for newcomers? So absolutely no, you can see Meet and others in the participant list who keep joining every Thursday, and just so that they get better understanding of whatever we discuss in this 1 hour call. So we try to give you a kind of overview, and while making sure we don't overwhelm you, but yeah, sometimes it's really a lot to take in one go. So you also might want to join next Thursday, and if you do, you are more than welcome to do so. And then it's like, what do we do in this newcomers call? So we kind of give you a tour of the projects, what's the tech stack used there, and who are the person who you can reach out to. and like where you would find those projects and what are the best resources that will help you to get started and be impactful in the community, whether it be in technical side or non-technical side. So yeah, that's something we try to do. And then like I said, there's also a Q&A session where you can ask your questions regarding community and the projects, and all the co-hosts and hosts that you see, they will try to answer your question. But if not, we have other channels of communication where we'll definitely try our level best to answer and facilitate you in whatever way we can. So we'll be talking about those venues shortly. Then we also take your suggestions and criticism and ideas. Like there's always a scope of improvement, so if you have any suggestions in which ways we can make this experience better for you, you can suggest those too. So that's something. And then we also introduce you to the various roles that are there in the community, like community managers, meshmates, maintainers, and what are these community roles and what's the eligibility criteria and how you also can be one, because it's an open source community and everything is a collective effort. So you also can be one of these, and how will you be? So basically the description, we will share that with you. And then this is most important resource, I would say. So once you join the Slack community, and or if you make it through public discussion forum, you are given shared this form with. So like once you fill this form, that basically asks you some like your first name, your email address, what's your t-shirt size, and as you go next, you will be asked about your tech stack and what's your interest and how would you like to contribute to the community. It dispatches a shared drive, and that contains every resources, like the assets if you are to contribute in the UI UX, or if you are into like if you want to know about the various projects that the community is stewards. So all the documents there you would find in the shared drive. And for those of you who have already filled this form, if you have not yet, so please check out Google Drive, and there you will see Layer5 community drive. You can go and explore that. So like any one of you, if you're not able to edit this docs, and that's because you have not filled this form, so make sure you fill the form. I have already shared the link in chat. And now for like covering these parts, UI UX designer and what's a meshmate and how you can pair up with one and how they help you. Basically, Sandra will be taking it from here. Sandra, are you still in the meet? Yeah, okay now. So I think okay. Sandra, do you mind taking it from here? Like
Sandra, you are on mute, I guess. That's why we can't hear you.
Yep. Maybe some bandwidth issues from our side. So until she returns, Saurabh, do you mind taking this?
Okay, okay. Sandra, just let me know when you are here. Till then I'm taking this. Okay. Okay.
Was that me?
Yeah, now you are audible. Are you going forward with this?
Which topic? UX UI. Let's do it. Let me share my screen.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Let me know when you can see my screen.
It is visible now.
It is? Okay. Awesome. Awesome Layer5 blanket. Okay, so at Layer5, our UX UI designers play a very crucial role in crafting seamless user experiences. So here is what you need to know. Sign up for a UX UI design. Interested in contributing to UX UI design efforts, sign up here to join our team. And when I mean here, I mean in the Newcomers documentation. So right here, sign up right there. And access to Figma. To gain access to our Figma workspace for collaborative design, right here, click that link right there and it'll take you right there and it will ask you to sign up, and do so if this is an area of interest to you. Recent UX work. Check out our latest UX design projects, including the implementation of dark mode on layer5.io. So right there. So open review. So dive into the operational model of Meshery version 0.7 5.0 and contribute to its improvement by going right here and resources. So explore the Layer 5 sitemap for a comprehensive overview of our offerings and access the Layer 5 brand kit for guidelines on using our brand assets right here. So explore our design ecosystem, discover the diverse facets of Layer 5's design landscape, including Meshery right here, Mesh Sync, Meshery Operator, and Image Hub, and so many more. Each project comes with its unique visual identity represented through carefully curated logos and color palettes. And of course, who can forget our mascot, 5, is right here. This is our mascot, a playful embodiment of Layer 5's values and offerings. Join us in empowering engineers and extracting more value from infrastructure through innovative design and solutions. I think that's it for the UX UI portion on my end.
And are you still okay? So everyone going next, please cover the other items in the UI UX part.
Okay. I will go next. Just a sec. There. Okay. So let's get started with UI UX. So this is the form we have for UI UX designers who want to contribute through the UI UX skills. So through this form, we will know about your experience, what are your what tools you have been working, what are your experiences, and if we have missed anything, you can mention it right here in this form. Next up, we have access to Figma. So we use Figma for all of our designs and logos. So if you have any prior experience with Figma, this is great. And else you can explore our designs in Figma so that you can get an idea of how we design our assets. Next up, we have, by the way, this is a self-invite link. So if you don't have access to Figma, you can invite yourself to access that space, right? Next up, we have dark mode on Layer 5 appreciation post. So good contributors like you, great contributors like you made the dark mode possible on Layer 5 website. And that's why we made our appreciation post for those contributors. So yeah, make sure to engage with us on LinkedIn. And here we have appreciation post. Next, we have mystery operational model. So I think this needs to be updated. We are on currently 0.8 design models. And if you have any feedback for us, like if there's something in our website or project that you think you can make better, or you can make improvements, or you find any issue, or you have any questions, make sure to post that on Layer 5 Discuss Forum. Discuss Forum is the place where you can ask your questions. If you're stuck somewhere, make sure to make a post. Let's go next. I will be coming here when you will be needing a meshmate, so I will get back to it. Next up, we have System. So since we have coders from all over the world, so to make the code base consistent, we use System. In Systems, we have a UI component which we import in our projects so that we can make our code base consistent. So if you are a UI designer or you want to work in front end, make like System is your go-to place. It is the project for you. I will just share the link. Ta-da. Next up, we have Layer 5 sitemap. So if you're going to contribute to Layer 5 website, Layer 5 sitemap will help you a lot understanding what structure of the Layer 5 site has. So let's wait for this to load. Yeah. So here you can explore like what is the architecture or structure of the Layer 5 website. Next up, we have a Layer 5 brand kit. I think Sandra has already covered it that we have all of our resources, colors, logos, and they all are downloadable through here. And at very last, we have 5 as mascot. So 5 is basically a brand ambassador, like Disney has their cartoons, right? So 5 is a brand ambassador. You have creative freedom with 5. 5, you can give him some things to play. But if you're going to make changes to 5 itself, make sure to ask for the review into the community. Next up, we are going for a mashmates. So who are mashmates? Mashmates are the people who have been into the community for a very long time, like Anita, again, Nikhil Lada, Shivai Lamba, and Yash Sharma. And they are very technical sound people who have good understanding of the project. So if you are stuck somewhere in any particular project, feel free to ask our meshmates. Ta-da, just a sec. Meet Meshmate Yash Sharma. So basically, this is the conversation between community manager Vivek Vishal. Sorry, community manager and the maintainer Vivek Vishal and our meshmate Yash Sharma. So you will find this conversation really insightful as a newcomer to the community. Here you will get to know the journey of Yash, so you can relate to your journey and make a good outcome out of it. So next up, we have get yourself a meshmate. So since meshmate are really technically sound people and have a good understanding of the project, so you can just go to the discuss forum, create a new topic, mention the title, why you need a meshmate, describe like how a meshmate can really help you. Make sure to use a meshmate tag so that we can notify meshmate that there is someone who needs them. So this way, meshmate will reach you out to help you out. So this is pretty much from my side. I will ask like Vivek Vishal to move on. Thank you.
You, Saurabh, for sharing about the meshmates. But I wonder if Sandra has anything to add about the meshmates, the person you can reach out to in case if you have any questions. So, Sandra, do you mind adding, like, if you have anything to add, please go ahead.
I think anything that I would add is just would be verbatim to what Saurabh already said. So I think we can move on.
Yeah, okay. Thanks. So then next I'll be sharing my screen. So after like knowing about the who all are the meshmates, and now I'm sure that you will be able to make a call for pairing up with any meshmate. So you might wanna describe like what's your tech stack and what are the kind of projects that you have worked and are interested into working on in the community. And so based on that, the meshmates will be assigned to you. So Saurabh, I think you already demonstrated this part, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
affirmative.
So now we have like project or about we'll be talking about the various projects that we have, and so this most important page I would say in that regard. I'll share this in chat. It's called repository overview, and it's a section in handbook. We'll also talk about handbook. So like on this page, that is repository overview, you will find all the front-end projects, back-end projects, and all the projects that are related to cloud native. You will find what's the framework that they are based on and the maintainers there. You see currently some of the maintainers names being vacant, and that means that any one of you can be one of the maintainers and can carry the title of open source maintainers. And for that you will need to be consistent and be impactful in the community. So I look forward to see any one of yours name here in these vacant places. So we will be covering these many websites in next section. So but like all these projects, like it's really not possible for us to cover all of them in one meeting. So you all are like encouraged to go and see it for yourself. But about talking about the backend project, so it's written in Golang, and there's specific meetings on Wednesday and like bi-weekly meeting on Thursday too. So there is not one today, but yeah, every other like bi-weekly there's a CI/CD meeting where we talk about things related to CI/CD and Golang stuff. So you can join that meeting too. We'll be sharing the calendar, which will help you get access to the meeting minutes and the timings. So yeah. And now this is mystery contributing guide. So contributing guide is something that you should see like when you're just starting out. So before making a PR or how to like ask for assignment, you should be reading these things. So they're in like we are taking, for example, if you are to contribute into mystery project. So these are the guides which will help you set the projects locally and then making changes. So they all have detailed instructions, and like there are various components of mystery project. So it could be mystery CI or this docs itself, or it could be mystery UI, or it could be mystery server. So you understand, right? So like let's for example take a mystery UI, and that's notification center. So it will have all steps in it will have all the steps in sequence that you need to perform on your machine to get this running locally, and then how you have to make changes and what are the dependencies that you would need. You would find all the details right here. And also then once you are like done with changes, you are to submit a PR. How would you do that? How would you include sign off in your commits, which is important while when you are contributing to the open source communities, because they require you to sign off your commits. And what's that basically, you will get to know about that here on this page. So let me share this too in chat. And like, what's the basic contribution flow? You will also find things about those. So we are taking example of this mystery contributing guide, and this is true for all the projects. So there are 5 projects that the Layer5 community stewards, and like we saw on repository overview page, there are 5 GitHub organizations with more than 80 repositories. So all of them will have contributing.md or their dedicated contributing guide. You can refer to that. So yeah. After that, this is a link. So if you are joining this call for the first time and you have not yet, got your first issue to work on, so definitely you will find a bunch of them here in as good first and first timers only that you would want to get started with. So please do check it out. I've shared the link in chat. And then there's this learning paths, and so I will wait for it load. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I also shared this in chat. So these are like the issues. This is the epic one, and inside it are the child ones. So if you have any background in DevOps side and you want to help the community and the new members of the community to understand how they can create a Kubernetes pod in the Mesh playground, not the regular YAML way, so you can help curating these learning paths. And so if you take a look, no one's currently assigned to this. So it could be a great way for you to understand to learn about a couple of things. So if anyone of you are interested, you would find all the details, how you are to proceed. And since you would need to publish a page in docs, that is docs.mesh.io, there's already a structure laid out. You just need to define these in terms of Mesh playground, like you would need access to Mesh playground, fill this form, and then like how you are to publish how you are to design a pod, Kubernetes pod in Mesh playground. So you might also want to contribute, attach some of the screenshots and videos that will help the new members of the community understand it better. So that's something, this is basically a call for volunteers. So if you don't have any prior experience in the website, you are just ignore it. Also, okay, so now like I said, we'll be covering some of the websites. So sites that run on Jekyll. So Jekyll is a Ruby framework, and it basically uses HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and a little bit of templating language that is Liquid. So this page is built on top of that, and this is pretty beginner friendly, I would say. And we do have a lot of open issues that need attention. So if you are like interested in this particular area, you can go to the GitHub where this is hosted. So you would find all the links right here. And talking about this site, this is the main site for Mystery project. You will get to know about all the integrations that Mystery supports. And also you need to, you get to, browse the Cloud catalog. So if you have ever published any design into the Mystery playground or through using Meshmap, so you would see your design tool right here. You can filter based on technologies, and you can know like what they basically do and what's the description and what are the technologies that are used in them. So yeah, that was it about this website. Then we were on docs.mesh.io around 2 to 3 minutes ago, and this website houses everything related to Mesh project. So from guides to architecture diagrams to the various concepts that are there, you will find all of them on this docs. And recently we had a lot of broken links being reported. So if you come across any, please make sure you open a GitHub issue or you sound off with it in any of the Slack channels. So then we can fix it, or you also can report it, and then you're going to also go and fix it like by submitting a PR. So that would be helpful. So all these the websites we are talking about, you will find them in the meeting minutes in the docs. And if you have not access to this docs, make sure you sound off in chat. So that way we'll be processing your request to these docs. But before that, like I mentioned in the starting of the meeting, make sure you've also filled the newcomers form. So I'll once again fill this form. Sorry, I once again will share this form for you to fill, so that you are granted the access to these resources. All right. So next set of sites that are based on Jekyll is this site, SMP Spec. It's also CNCR project and is maintained by Aditya and Subeti. And this project basically lets you evaluate the efficiency of your service meshes. And we have a couple of workshops and learning parts based on this one. So if you want to get the understanding of fundamentals of service meshes and how you can be impactful in this area, we will surely refer to those. So this also is a site based on Jekyll, and if you want to take a look, please go ahead. I'll share this URL in chat. And the last site that is based on Jekyll is getnighthawk.dev. It's a HTTP load balancer and is written in Golang and C++. So if you have familiarity with C++, this is the area where you want to contribute. So I'll once again share this link in chat for all of you to take a look. And we talk about Nighthawk every other week on CI/CD meetings. So you can join those meetings too. Now to talk about the sites that run on Gatsby, which is a React framework, and like Systent and applications running on React.js, Cytoscape.js, Mystery UI, how you can contribute to these projects, and what are the basic requirements that are there for you to get started. One of the co-hosts, Tansu, who is also actively working on this area and is a rockstar engineer, I must say, would walk us through. So Tansu, do you mind taking it from here?
Yeah, thanks. Okay, let's move forward. I hope you are guys still with us. So let's move forward. So like Vivek already told about some sites running on Jekyll. So like if you're like completely beginner and start with like small issues, HTML thing, you're a HTML person or CSS person. So I would say recommend these sites, which like this docs, Meshy.io, like it's a better place to start, you guys. And yeah, like there are very issues, good first issues over there. So like it could be your starting way in the Layer5. Great. So let's move now, learn about like sites running on like first of all with Gatsby. Yeah. So first of all, we have this main website of Layer5, which is layer5.io. I like hope so you have already been through this. So basically, this site is running on Gatsby, and Gatsby is if you know React, you should like know about Gatsby. It's like a tool built upon React. If you have questions like why Gatsby is being used here, like so because it's a like lot of resources you need to show in, right? So you need some like performance friendly framework to be working on the client side. So yeah, like Gatsby is one of the most like popular one right now with GraphQL query support and everything. So like this site has all everything, like you should go and search each and every pages. We don't have the proper right now time to like go through like every match. So, but there is a way, like if you go see the top of the UI/UX section, like Saurav, I think already told, is this Layer 5 sitemap. So when you go to this site, it's a fig jump whole visually site link is represented over there. So you will get over there CTAs, like where you can find everything. So yeah, this could be your place, and you can like know what product solution does Layer 5 provide, right? Any what community resources we have, and you need to learn about blogs. Everything is out there. So yeah. So let's move forward with next one. I just okay, which is play.michelle.io. Basically, this is a showcase website where we want users to like um, sign up for the beta program for the playground. So basically, like this is your sign up form. For example, I will like broadly say about what mesh map is and how you can use this. So first of all, let use that under Layer 5 you have this project called Meshly, right? And as a Meshly, it has an extension called mesh map. So that mesh map is in beta program. So like you had to fill this access form, and you will get this. Someone like Vivek or Saurabh will be sharing this link. So you have to just fill this form, and if you have questions like why you have to fill this form, because when you get access to this mesh map, you get a free Kubernetes cluster account, like to use and play around with the dev of like the components. So that's why this access form is all about. So yeah, like we need to know who is using our clusters. So that's why, yeah, like a simple form. And if it is authentic information, we'll give you the access. So basically what this is, like what this mesh map, I'll just quickly go around with that first, right? So mesh map is like I already always told, like it's a Figma for DevOps side. So it's loading, I guess. Yeah. So what it does that you can drag and drop your components wherever, like writing YAMLs, right? Coding YAMLs for configuration files. That isn't the case right now. You can easily drag and drop and design your own infrastructure, and right. And there's another mode called visualizer. You can visualize your design, like your pods, your performance. There is integrated CLI over it. You can like see the logs of the container, everything, right? So like this designer has this pretty good much features. So like you can use comment feature to comment, tag anyone, like, right? You can collaborate with your friends, not you have only have to design your infrastructure. So basically this is all about site to scape, this dragging and dropping, and the framework is on React. So yeah, like this component, when you want to use it, you need to have that access form which I told earlier about. Great. I hope you got that. So next up is this service mesh patterns, which is also running on Caspi. This is a normal website. If you simply want to know about service mesh, what it is, and right, yeah, there's a like a O'Reilly published book, and which is by the Lee and Nick. So if you know doesn't know about Lee, Lee is the founder of Layer 5. So he has this book published. So if you want to know about this book or want to get it, so yeah, this is your place. And next, moving forward with the system, I'll just cover this after this. Okay, so you have a context of system also. Okay, I already told about Mishit, paid or Mishit, so you have to just go and fill that form, and yeah, you will get the access. Next up, sorry, we have this doc. Actually, for the playground, we use a state management, which is Redux for managing the states. And this is a design spec, right? This is the design spec which is telling like how that state managing is used, right? And like the whole properties we are using of Redux. So if you know about React, Redux is also a state management library. Redux is a state management library. So yeah, like there is some use cases. This is kind of old up, but yeah, like this is how we are like using the state management in Mishri. Right? It has all been documented here. So basically, there is a also like we have this release which will be hopefully in this end of the February of Meshri, which is 0.8. We want like this Redux to be properly incorporated inside Meshri UI, which is using RTK Redux Toolkit queries instead of like Axios for API fetching. So if you are a person, you know about Redux, React, and so yeah, this could be your place to jump in and start working on. Great. Okay. Next, this is a like a we last like December, and I think yeah December we have this like brand like the Meshri 0.7 release. So yeah, you can go over here and see what were the like features we recently had in V07 and what we are planning on V08, which is here in the discuss forum, right? So I just don't want to like we doesn't have that much time to go over it. So yeah, like you can go and see what we are planning. If you have anything to discuss, if you any feature you want to have a theme champion, we call theme champion those person who can completely solely like solve that issue or the need. So yeah, like so if you are interested or if you want to add anything, so yeah, like you can go and discuss like have your comments and views inside this discussion. I think you already know about Discuss Forum, but if I'm here only, so I'll just go ahead on the Discuss Forum. We use this Discuss Forum because we need to like in Slack, whenever you use like ask your queries, it doesn't like stick around for a while. Like it just goes after 3 months. So here you can ask your queries, and like Discuss Forum is a place where you can ask your queries. Doesn't matter to any. It is not restricted to any question. You can ask anything. You can connect to Mishmap here. So yeah, Mishmates here. So So this is what about the Visuroid, and we have this like cool visually presenting video. I'll just share this link. So these are video if you want to like visually see how the playground is about all about. So yeah, like you can go and watch your this video, and everyone who share a YouTube video, they ask you to like, comment, subscribe. So I will also ask that. And yeah, like go and like it's all about like you want to enjoying the feature, just comment out the what you featured you to like. And yeah, we are always all our ears to know your comments. Great. So next, coming to this assistant, right? You've already heard about the assistant in UI UX. So I'll just quickly wrap around. Assistant is what about? Assistant is like a design system. Like you have worked with Material UI, you have worked with Bootstrap. So here is assistant all about. System is like made up with TypeScript reusable components. Now we are using RGSS schemas over here and many things, themes, everything. So it's like reusing from a root level. So yeah, like like if you want to work around this or the components which you want to add here, the reusable components, you first like need to have look around Meshri UI, right? Because the components we are in Meshri UI in other projects that are being incorporated here to be being reusable. So otherwise you can come here and like there is a bunch of issues right here. Improving system website is also being developed. So I think Lakshya is a person who has been working on system. We don't have a consistent website up yet. So if you want to like work on React, I think Lakshya is a person who is working on it. So if you want to connect with him, please go ahead and message him in the public Slack. He will guide you towards that. Okay, so this was our system one, and yeah, like this is made up of TypeScript, and we have everything right now. I just not will go around what much. Okay, since okay, let's come to you. And I can like totally know that this 1 hour call, like you everything you can't grasp and digest everything in hour so much. So there is a solution right over here. Like you, if you come to this site, right, newcomers, and you come to the bottom, there is a tutorial section. So this all these tutorials are about like a brief introduction about the project around like what is Meshi-CTL. If you know doesn't know about Meshi-CTL, Meshi-CTL is a command line tool. What you do visually, we use also from commands. So yeah, and like brief introduction about Meshri, Git, Layer5 repositories. So like if you miss anything, this is a whole about recording and slide already over it. So you don't have to like go around there. Like you are getting everything just every slides are recording say over there, and it's being totally like fully discussed here. So yeah, you can check out these ones. Coming to the this is a playlist like we generally record all our meetings. So yeah, like if you miss anyone like Meshri calls or everything, I just discuss about what are the meetings we had around the week. So these week's meetings are like being live streamed, so recorded, and you get those on YouTube channels. Okay, so let's discuss quickly about the meetings we had in the whole week. First of all, like every Monday, we have this website weekly call. So website weekly call, by the name, you can understand that we discuss about the front end stuff here around all the projects, the feature, front end feature. So if any issues or PRs or any design to discuss, right? If you doesn't have any to discuss, then you should also join. We'll see how the things work. So yeah, like if you're a newcomers, you should join in. So yeah, like we discuss around those things, agendas, and every Wednesday we have this machine development call, which is like we discuss about front end, back end, like area around DevOps in this machine development call. And yeah, like this is also a place where you can discuss your agendas, anything. If it doesn't have, also join. Doesn't matter. Uh,
You are on mute, Sudhanshu.
Oh, so, I'm sorry. Okay. So I was there like every Thursday. We have this newcomers call which you are attending. So this doesn't matter, as you already know that if you are, it doesn't matter if a newcomer, you can help other newcomers in next week. Okay, every bi-weekly, as Vivek told, we have this machinery build and release. I guess today is 15, so it doesn't. Next 22, we have this. So yeah, like if you're interested in testing, you unit testing and CI/CD, GitHub workflows. So this is a meet for you. This is a place for you. Great. So, and this is a open questionnaire form from the Google form. So like if you have any questions, so you can fill this form and yeah, like there are a bunch of places you can ask your questions like Slack, and we recommend for Discuss forum, and this it is also a place. Okay, great. I think we just wrapped around this. Okay, moving to notes. Vivek, are you going over there or sort of?
Yes, I will. I will. So hopefully my screen is visible. So thank you, Sudhanshu, for covering items on sites and Mystery UI. And now, like since we have covered the topics already, now we'll be circling back to notes. And so first thing that in notes that you see is Mystery Playground. So I will be quick to share this link in chat. And I hope Sudhanshu also, discussed in his demonstration. So Mystery Playground lets you, explore all the CNCF projects. So if you are making it to here through LFX site, so you see a couple of projects there. So all of them, you can learn about them, you can explore them hands-on in Mystery Playground. You need to fill this form right here. And after you fill it, the admins will, review and they will grant you access. And, you get, it's really I would say, amazing resource if you want to learn fundamentals of DevOps and cloud native hands-on. And since you also get access to a live cluster environment in Mystery Playground, so using that you can do all the things that you do like the regular way. Typing out the YAML. So it abstracts that thing, and you just can visually drag and drop your, just like we write your name, write our name in docs. So if I'm writing my name here and Saurabh is also on the docs, I can see he's doing something. So similar to that, you can collaboratively work with your peers and teams there. So do check it out, and this is a really cool resource. So if you have not access yet, if you have not got access, make sure you fill this form out. And now, then after that, we have some learning paths. So I did talk about it when I was in service mesh section. So I've already opened it up. And on this, there's this learning path. So for developer, engineers, it's still a work in progress, but for developers, it's out. And what it basically is, like there are a curated list of courses. Under these, you will find lessons, and whatever you learn here, you will be able to practice those hands-on Mystery Playground. So you will get the integrated terminal and everything there. So back in the day, we used to have a Katacoda for like integrated labs. But now the good thing is these all use Mystery Playground. So yeah, don't forget to check it out. I'll share this link in chat. After that, we have this 2 hours workshop by Lee on Cube Simplify channel. So this is a YouTube link. I will not be opening it, but yeah, I'll make sure to link it down in the chat. And then we have tutorials according to to-do list. So I'm not sure whether or not we covered it, but we do have a section if I quickly search for it. So Layer5 community and newcomers. So you see a list of tutorials on various projects here. So you will find the slides and recordings, and these recordings are basically hosted on YouTube. So I will share this link in chat too. So if you find any topics that is not covered here and you want us to make any tutorial on them, you can use this spreadsheet to mention those topics. And so that way team will have the idea of what are the tutorials that are to be worked on. Recently sort of published a guide for how you can set up the Layer5 websites locally, because it's based on Gatsby, and really I would say it takes a little effort when you are setting it up locally for the very first time. So Saurabh did a really great job there. So Saurabh, I'm not sure like we have that link here in the docs, but it would be helpful if you could share that in the chat, so for the folks to have a look at that, like if they are to
Sure.
get started, if they are to
Sure.
get started with, thank you, if they are to get started with Layer5 website, so that would really be helpful to them, because not just because we want them to contribute to the site, but just if you are to if you want to get started, we have a lot of issues open on Layer5 repository. Just to give you an idea, I would go, you see 120, and most of them are good first issues, including the ones that just require uploading some screenshots. You will find 15, I mean, tens of examples of these kind of issues, and they just basically ask you to upload the screenshot from the Mystery Playground. So do check it out if you have not already. These are all good first issues and are up to grab. And like on tutorials, if you yourself want to work on, you also can write that here, the topic, and you can mention your email address. So that way we will know that you are interested to, work on that tutorial. So we will give you access to whatever resources you would need to be successful. And then there's this discussion forum. And so I will share this link in chat. So in Slack, like every 90 days, we lose Slack history. And also, like, if you have your questions, they are pending, they are not being answered by any of the members, so it's possible that they are lost in the messages. So Discuss forum is a place for getting timely response, right? And we also celebrate the active contributors here bi-weekly on our Mastery Development meeting, and we call them Discuss champions. So if you want to become one of them, you make sure you interact here. You can answer others' question. You can also ask some questions yourself. And then there's this community handbook. So just like Meshmates are your go-to person, this handbook is your go-to guide. And there are various sections, talking about the community and the projects here. So definitely we will not be able to cover all of them because we are running out of time, but there are some of them that we should be covering. And first is this one about Five. So you can read about Five's journey, how he's, continuing his journey in the vast expanse of cloud native universe, and is trying to reach Mystery Planet. So this is really a interesting read. It's about 13 to 14 pages PDF, and it's really inspiring. See his journey. So yeah, also the second chapter is in work in progress, and it will be out soon. But for now, you can read about our mascot, that is, or I should say, intergalactic cloud native hero 5. And about code of conduct, since we are open source community, we follow CNCF code of conduct. These I will leave up to you to go and explore. And I think I have shared this link in chat. Okay, no, I haven't. So I'll grab this link and I will put it in chat. But the community role. So in the beginning of the meeting, I said like one of you can be one of you can assume these roles. And so if you want to be a community manager or a meshmate or a maintainer, so these are the checklists that you need to fill before you will be considered for these roles. So do make sure you check that out. Then about mentorship programs. So these are some of the programs that we participate in. So Google Season of Talks, Google Season of Code, and then Hacktoberfest, and the Linux Foundation, which we recently had 6 projects open for the spring batch, and you would find its detail on here. So if you missed applying this time, you can next when the applications are open from the next batch, that is the summer batch, and you will regarding that you will find all the details right here on this page. I will share this link in chat. And I'm hopeful that many of you did apply to these spring internships, or I should say mentorship. So yeah, did I miss anything in the handbook? I'll just quickly check. Yeah, so we talked about repository overview and yeah, this writing program. So if you're into writing content and you would want to publish 2 blogs a week, you want to conduct workshops and organize event on the behalf of Layer5 community. So all you need to do is to fill this writings program, and we currently need a champion who can who can lead this effort. So if you want to be one of them, make sure you fill the content form. I have shared the link in chat. We talked about, so yeah, this is the page if you want to work in Layer5. So apart from these many mentorship programs that we have, Layer5 has its own internship and full-time offers. So if you are being consistent and you are being helpful in the community to others, definitely you will find yourself landing an internship or even full-time offer with Layer5. And this FAQ really helps in terms of how you can best position your candidacy and like how you can stand out. So if you have not, please make sure you check it out. All right. We already covered writing program, and now this is a small request. from all of you on the call. So you can ask your friends, or you can share it in your local groups, or in your college groups to, toss a star on Mystery repository. So that way it will also help us. And if you're not familiar with what's the impact of number of stars on an open source project, we do have a blog on layer5.io. So that way, if you read that, you will know what's the importance of the stars, on the importance of GitHub stars. And it is by none other than Victoria, who I think is on the call. Let me just quickly check. Yep, she's there. And she's a UI UX designer here at Layer5. So Victoria has in detail explained why it is important for GitHub organizations to have a star. So please start the repository and share it with your friends too. After that, in the end, we have this discussion forum post. So in the beginning of the meeting, I remember I was saying that if you have any suggestions, if you didn't like anything, or if you want us to improve in any ways, so make sure you drop your feedback here on this post. I will share this in chat. Also, if you have, start the Mystery repository, you can cast your vote too. So that was basically the high-level overview on the community and projects, and I'm sure that many of you would not find it really easy to get all these things that is discussed in one go. So definitely, I'll recommend please join the project meeting. So Sudhanshu mentioned the websites meeting that is hosted on every Monday, then Mystery Development meeting that happens every Wednesday, and bi-weekly CI/CD meetings. So definitely the community calendar will help you in that regard. And we've already shared the link in chat for community calendar. So now is the time. So since we are already on time, but we will still, take some of the questions, and all the people that you see as host and co-host will try our level best to answer your questions. So any one of you have any kind of question regarding community and project, please unmute yourself and ask them. You also can ask in chat. So now is the time.
I have a doubt.
Yes, please go ahead, Abhishek.
I just wanted to know that, like, since CNCF has a lot of projects under its umbrella, so like, what's the need what's the need of the Layer 5? Like, what projects, what kind of help does Layer 5 do inside the CNCF? So, like, can you give me a big overview of that?
Yep. So this is a question that definitely cannot be answered in a call. Like if I just say 2 to 3 lines, but definitely the kind of impact that we are having inside the CNCF landscape, we have a couple of blogs out, and I think that those are the best ones to answer your question, and for learning experience too, how we are impacting the CNCF community. So I think they would be, if I search for Mystery. So I think they should be somewhere here, but I will make sure I search for them. And after, yeah, the story of mysteries. No, not this one. What do we have here? First. I will share these 2 blogs with you, but to answer your question, so there are like 5, basic projects in Layer 5, and 2 of them are, accepted under CNCF. Those are Mystery and Cloud Native Performance, that is SMP spec. So Mystery, like, it's a cloud native manager which lets you collaboratively, design and deploy your infrastructure. And SMP is for evaluating efficiency of service meshes. And both of these are like having varied number of, applications and impact in the CNCF community. And to better give you an example of those, we just had an incubation proposal out for Mystery. So if you take a look at that too, so that way you will know, I mean, how in terms of community and projects we are progressing and are benefiting others. Each like year we have around 20 to 25 open source interns with us, through LFX or other programs that you see, and we do like set them on a highly accelerated path to success. Also, like, there are thousands of contributors contributing to the community, and they do share this experience after they graduate from the community, that it was a life-changing experience for them. And about like the technological side of how we are impacting the DevOps, and cloud native arena. So definitely those blogs will help you. Meanwhile, meanwhile we answer other question in right here, right now, I will make sure that I find those blogs and link them in chat. So hopefully that answers your question, Abhishek.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, adding to Vivek's answer, this is my personal opinion about Layer 5 that no one is doing right or better than us when it comes to Layer 5. So, in short, this is from my take. You will find a really good interactive designs in Meshma. So, I think this is our edge there. Do you have any other questions?
I have, but for the UX part, I'll just ask on the Slack because Lee already tagged Victoria over there. So I'll just discuss over there.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, Raghav, please go on.
Yeah, Vivek, Saurabh, sorry. Actually, I wanted to ask that I wanted to participate in LFX this year. So could you
Mhm.
please recommend some prerequisites in technology and tech stack that I should learn before contributing and seeing this as an full-time opportunity like this year?
Yes, Raghav, I guess this is a great question. So, when it comes to applications or LFX when it comes to LFX applications, I think Mystery is number one to receive like most applications and to do justice to the all applications. We look forward to the people who make their way to as the recognition into the community. So, if you have been making impact and doing well in the community, you will definitely can go to the LFX. Although about this, what you are talking about, Lee has a good thread in, I guess, careers section in Slack. So I think you will get a good answers right there specifically.
Yeah, sure. But just is just can you recommend some technologies that I should be learning before contributing any or even just looking before the repositories that
Do you
Layer5
mind
has?
if I take on this question?
Yes,
Please go
yes,
ahead.
yes,
If I
yes.
understand your question correctly, you're asking which technologies you can learn in order to contribute to layer 5. But I think the better question is to ask, what do you already know right now, today, right now, that you can use to contribute to layer 5? Because any one of us, it doesn't matter if we're a contributor or not, or a community manager, can tell you to go learn Rust, I mean, or HTML that you don't know, assuming you don't know, just for the sake of contributing to layer 5. But that's not in line with your career goals. So I think what you need to ask yourself is, what are your long-term career goals? What do you know now that you're building on long-term that you can use today to contribute to layer 5? So yes, there's projects within layer 5 that are oriented around Golang, documentation, and JavaScript, React, and so on. If you don't know any of that, I can guarantee you that there is something that you know right now that you know that you're already committed to learning long term that you can already use to contribute. So I think this is just a question that you should ask within yourself, because you will get have 19 different answers on everyone on this call. But at the end of the day, it's just up to you, you know? What do you know now? And what are your long-term goals that you can apply, you know, to this project?
Yeah, sure,
That's a great.
Sandra. That was a great question, and I think pretty much answers to all the questions that I have. It's just that I'm a full stack developer right now, and I wanted to know about DevOps and what things that I should learn before contributing to it. But yeah, of course, I can hop into all the repositories and then learn what technology should I learn before contributing. Yeah. So thank you so much.
So anyone else have any question, or should we wrap it up here because we're already like 9 minutes over? After this call, if you have like if you want to ask anything, like you can ask it in public Slack channel or on discussion forum. But yeah, we will wait for like a couple of minutes more, like 1 to 2 minutes more, if you have any questions. So yeah, please feel free to unmute yourself, or you can ask through chat too. If you have any UI UX questions, so like Rex, Victoria, all of them can answer. So they do a wonderful job here.
Hi, I have one question and I have dropped in the chat. Can you please look at it?
Yeah, so about the timeline. So if you go to this this page that says Layer5 community programs, I'm struggling to programs LFX. So here you will find like when you can expect the results to be out. So hopefully that answers your question. I'll make sure that I share this link with you in chat. Meet. Let's wait for 5 to 10 seconds more, and if no one has any more question, we can just call it up here. So once again, I will thank everyone of you to join, to join this call, and yep, please feel free to join next Thursday too if you want to, and so we'll give you a kind of sort out that you joined again. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining, and we'll see you next Thursday. Bye.
Bye everyone. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.